According to WHO, there are 1.4 million new cases of breast cancer each year and about 500,000 deaths each year. Breast cancer is by far the most common cancer in women worldwide. But today we meet a survivor of breast cancer.
There's a time my face was so black because of the chemo.
In Jane Francis Njoki's house and compound, you would mistake her for a herbalist as she takes me through her collection of natural herbs and food additives that she uses to boost her immunity after fighting breast cancer for 7 years.
It was diagnosed at stage 3B. That's quite advanced. I was told on a Tuesday, and I was told, like, if I don't start chemo on Friday, it might reach stage 4, and there will be nothing they can do for me. So I had to really move very fast.
The treatment process was long and nerve-wracking because of the nature of the tumor on her breasts.
So I had to do 4 chemos, very strong chemos, to be able to suppress and shrink the tumor. Before then, they could do what they call lumpectomy, just to remove the lump. It was under. Then after they removed the lump, then I did, I think, 2 more chemos, and then 30 sessions of radiation on that part to ensure that. But then a year later, when I went to India for a PET scan, they still found there was a tumor that was stuck quite near the bone, and several lymph nodes that still had traces of cancer. So they had to remove the whole breast via mastectomy and also the lump.
Curing cancer is just but the beginning. Other complications and conditions that may arise from treatment method used by doctors have equally severe consequences.
So I got a swelling, and I had to go back to India again for a surgery, lymphedema surgery. It has a special name, to be able to make the water move from the hand, which was now swelling, and the fingers, back into the bloodstream. The lymphedema is a physiotherapy. Usually it's anything between 4 to 5K.
But even more challenging for Jane, who is a former lecturer, is the complete change of her livelihood. Her new reality was depending on family and friends to help not only managing the cost of treatment, but also the cost of living, forcing everyone to dig deeper into their pockets.
I think it affected in all ways. Number one, I had to stop my lecturing, and that was my only source of income. So you can imagine, you have a source of income. My last salary that I've ever received was July 2014. That was the last salary I received, and that started now my chemo journey. You have this 3 million that is required for surgery, and then the following year you have to go to India. You need always at least 800 to 1 million for your PET scan, for your checkup, and have to buy special medications to fight the cancer, because mine is not hormone-based, it's triple negative.
After such a traumatic experience, Jane had to do a complete lifestyle change, starting with diet and falling in love with natural herbs and food additives that boost her health in order to fight any chances of cancer resurfacing.
Also discovered, I learned there that herbs can really work a lot in shrinking the cancer cells, in controlling the sugar levels, because cancer thrives on sugar. So I have changed my lifestyle. That's another thing. You have to do away completely, if almost starch. You need very little starch to survive, definitely, unless unaenda kulima shamba. If you're not digging.
What are some of the risk factors that predisposes one to breast cancer? According to WHO, there are no known causes for breast cancer. Some are hormonal-based, but some, like Jane's triple negative type of cancer, the cause is unknown.
In this country, it makes up about 23% of all cancers that affect women. It's the second commonest cancer among women after cervical cancer in Kenya and Africa at large.
It is important for both men and women to have regular self-checks to examine any irregular changes in their breast. It is also important, especially for women, to ensure that breast cancer is detected early.
Cancer is very diverse. There are very different types of cancers. Some have known causes. Some, the causes are not known, just risk factors, and even some that have risk factors, some of them we can't do much about them. If I'm like being a woman as a risk factor for breast cancer, there's nothing you can do about being a woman. But when you reach 20 years, you do self-breast exam. This is something that all women out there should know. If they don't, then you should contact your healthcare provider to tell you how you should do it. And then after 35, you can do mammography.
Chemotherapy, which is one of the methods used to cure cancer, comes with its own harsh side effects.
So loss of hair, fatigue, your factory that produces red cells, white cells, platelets, the bone marrow is depressed. So you'll get, you can be able to bleed easily. You can be susceptible to getting infections, yes, such things. And then for women, because now we're talking about breast cancer, chemotherapy can also cause them to be infertile, because now it's going to kill the gonads, the ovaries are going to die.
For Jane Francis Njoki, life has a different meaning now. She takes joy in gardening for her herbs and healthy foods to make sure cancer does not reoccur. And on other days, she finds meaning in feeding breast cancer victims from poor backgrounds and appeals to well-wishers to chip in her calling. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. And according to the doctor, prevention is better than cure. So eat healthy, exercise daily, and laugh a little bit more often. Vicky Mugambi, Switch TV.